Hey there. Let me ask you a question. Can you feel it? Better yet, can you see it? Just take a look around. It's everywhere. And you may be asking yourself what it is. It is the bold desensitization of the dark power of the enemy, blatant in its operation and emboldened in its applications. On a previous episode, I told you that I spend a lot of time online. And I don't watch a lot of television, but a lot of social media. And I really respect social media as it has proven to be an amazing marketing tool. It has taken a lot of businesses to the next level, getting goods and services out in front of the masses. It's almost single handedly increased earning potentials and maximized exposure to almost every product and service that we use, all the while minimizing marketing efforts. It's so much cheaper than advertising on primetime TV, and companies have taken full advantage of people like me who spend a lot of time visiting these sites, channels, and media outlets. And the faith based community is no different, as it also sees the benefits of maximizing their reach in order to get the word to the masses, as investing in this sort of marketing has added a big bang to the buck. It's widely popular and is putting a lot of terrestrial ways of advertising just flat out of business, like newspapers, magazines, catalogs in paper form. They're almost things of the past, as most of them have converted to an e commerce way of doing business. And at the same time, some unsavory types are using it too in order to market their diabolical schemes. I've been noticing lately that some messages and promos to include the introduction of the dark arts are being widely circulated more than ever. There's one that's marketing their product under the guise of a medium, another that's overtly targeting our youth, and another promoting the alt ways of life for everyone who would be interested in them. And this is why it's imperative that we limit and monitor our youngins' consumption, as some of these promos are being played before, during, and after most podcasts and similar productions. The truth of the matter is that our little ones are watching just as much as we are, and consequently being desensitized to these things as if they're acceptable and moral. Don't believe me? I bet if you asked them how they felt about it, they wouldn't find anything wrong with it. So the questions are, why are these sorts of ads so numerous, and who is the target audience? The answers are obvious. That's why we have to be more present in the lives of the ones that the Lord has put into our care. They get enough of this sort of stuff when they get on the bus, headed to a place where they are inundated with it. Yeah, inundated with the things that we don't want them subjected to for 7 out of their 8-hour days. There's no way to avoid them. And it's sad that we can't be with them every minute of the day. We can't. We need to protect them all the same, as most everything that they watch has a member of the Rainbow Coalition in it, or the subtle inclusion of some sort of pagan belief. All somehow have all of a sudden become part of most after school shows or sitcom themes or backstories. The only way for us to combat this is to fortify them at home. I know that we're all busy, but not nearly as busy as we'll be once we are faced with trying to undo what other influences have put before them. Be your little one's source of information. Don't disregard them when they come to you with questions. Be patient with them, because we have no idea the pressure and level of temptation that they are under on a daily basis. From the moment they walk out the door until they walk back through our front door, they are just covered up with this sort of stuff. When most of us were coming up, life was so much simpler, but it's anything but simple now. And it's getting more complicated as the days go by, especially for them. So let's take that into consideration when we talk to them. Make sure that we deal with them with temperance and compassion and tell them the truth. And above all, share the love of Christ with them so that we can begin to build the kind of foundation that they will be able to stand on when they need to. The Word of God tells us in Proverbs, the 22nd chapter, the 6th verse, to train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. Now, I'm no psychologist or psychiatrist or clinician by any means, but I'm a believer in the Word of God, and that the Lord left it for us so we could employ it for the expansion of the kingdom, as it is effective and powerful beyond comprehension. So let's love our little people enough to tell them the truth. Let's love them enough to correct them in love when we see them going astray or participating in other than moral activities. Let's cut it off at the knees so it doesn't grow and be an infection in the lives of our little ones as they develop into young adults and then adults. Thank you so much for listening, watching Word on the Street with JP. I'm your host, JP. And yeah, make sure that you pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Make sure that you take care of yourselves, take care of one another. And in case I don't see you on this side, I'll see you on the other side. But until then, that's right. Maybe I'll just see you on the radio. Shalom.